Welcome back, everyone. So we're gonna go over in an absorption setup. That was a trade that I took on Monday. What you see on the screen right now is a trade recap that I posted in my Discord. Link in the description. So we're gonna go over that. We're gonna go over why I took the trade, and all that. Okay. So let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you. Just before we start, here are my fields, and you can also see that I scale in and scale out of trades. I never go all in and all out like most traders that I see do. I always, every single trade, I scale in with micros, and I scale out. I think it's a way better way of trading than just having one entry and one TP. So let's just start with the bigger time frame first. So here is where is it? So this was Monday open right here. We just made new all-time highs during Globex, so during overnight session, and you can see that we have cluster, or like a lot of, at least a lot of resistance in that area. We have all those wicks here. We have the market that is making a little all-time high, but with no follow-through. So possible resistance here. So basically, as long as the market remain below this whole structure, this whole zone, it's kind of hard to go long here, okay? Because you obviously have sellers here. Even if we are in an uptrend, this tells you that you could potentially have short setups, as the structure is telling you that you have resistance in that zone. So we can see that the market flushed during overnight session, probably from a Trump headline, then formed a low, came back, and then since then is forming in an upward channel with higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. So this is what we have as we start the day. Now let's look at the actual setup. This is a textbook look above and fail. So look above what exactly? It can be multiple things. In this case, it's after a failure to push lower here. The market has been ranging and building value in this whole zone. This is what's called imbalance. So the market is in balance in this volume cluster till it's not. Eventually, as the market makes higher lows after higher lows, you can see that the price is poking outside that value zone. The market is looking above that whole volume balance zone, okay? So it's either get accepted above and the market keeps rallying or grinding higher, or it gets rejected back into the volume cluster, which is called a high volume node. Now, if you completely ignore volume, which you could, and depending how you draw your channel, you can see that the market is either at the top of the channel or literally poking outside of it. So you, like, if you're a channel person, and I use trend lines all the time. I know people make fun of it. I love trend lines personally, but there is clearly a channel here, and you can see that the market is trying to poke outside of it. Eventually falls back down, but that's another thing that the market is trying to do, and this is another structure of look above and fail. Look above the channel and fail. Now, from an order flow perspective, if you look at the big trades indicator, the bubbles, you can see that there are aggressive buyers right here. These buyers are not getting much from price right now. They are aggressively buying here, and the price is not taken off. The breakout is not happening. In other words, there are passive sellers here, and the buyers aren't managing to go through them. Okay, there isn't enough buying pressure. There isn't enough buying aggressiveness to go through all these limit orders on the ask. Now, where do you enter? Once we reclaim back this high volume node, so we go back through this low volume node right here, and we go back into balance, this is where you enter your short. If you have market intuition and you are confident, you can enter a little higher, like I did, more aggressively, but technically, this is where you enter when you reclaim that zone, okay? And your target would be right here. So basically at the bottom of the channel, or at the bottom of the volume cluster, which is around the same zone. Now let's do a mini recap of the setup. This is our balance zone. So this is where the market has been ranging in balance. The market tries to break up, does it a little bit, but is met with passive sellers. Buyers bail out. And once we start to gain back the volume cluster, the balance zone, the prior balance zone in this case, this is where you're short as we enter back in the volume zone, okay? All right, I think that's it. So let me know what you think in the comments. Leave me a like, subscribe if you like the video, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.